This Week in Action.
Game on!
Game on!
Could be something.
Talk to the developers.
Are you playing with my emotions?
Let's get sad and then
Too good to be true.
That's not what they did here. When's the money going?
what other horror stories can come with this?
We love Tencent.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Week in Action Podcast 49. We are coming up on 50. Next week will be our 50th podcast. I tell people this all the time. I tell Daft and Guilty this all the time. I feel like time truly is going faster. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic week. My name is Aaron, owner and operator of the YouTube channel Action RPG, and with me, as always, two of my friends, two of my colleagues, two of my leaders, the people that truly run the channel, Daft and Guilty. Go ahead and say hello, gentlemen.
What's happening, guys? Nice to be back.
Hey yo, Eway.
What's up, Raph?
Rethron.
Oh no, Daft is here. See, everyone is used to Daft not being here. He was Walter White, and then the following week he was a StarCraft Space Marine with a big
He
old
was the lead
stogie,
character from StarCraft 2.
right?
Yep.
Wrath, Eway, Walker. I saw Frodo. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hey, Frodo.
Now, if you've been in the Discord, you might have heard that I've been a little bit of a baby recently. My wife truly says I'm like the carbon copy of like the man cold meme. It's like she gets sick, she still cooks every meal and she still cleans the whole house and still picks up all the kids. And then I get sick and it's like I want to be tucked in and I want tea and I want all of that. Look at this. She's in chat. Biggest baby ever.
Hey Nina. Hey Luz.
And I've
It's a
legitimately been like sick. So, you know, being a stubborn male, I will say for me to get up and say, okay, I am going to go to the doctor. I mean, that is how horrible. I literally like almost 5 or 6 days went by. I woke up. I felt worse. I was like, I can't do it anymore. Went to the doctor. They gave me some meds. We don't even know if they're helping. I still feel terrible, but we're going to fight through this podcast because I've got two amazing gentlemen with me.
You can do it. You got this.
I could just mute the microphone and be like, Guilty, you got it. And then just walk away. And then you can't change the screen.
No,
so you just
don't
be on
do
your
it.
own.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
What would you got? If I left it live and just walked away, you'd have to do something.
Daft and I will think of
Oh.
something.
You would just turn off your
Yeah.
cameras and then walk away, and it would just be
They just walk.
it would just be the
Closing
Patreon,
credits.
the Patreon roll.
Yeah.
Hey Shin. No, we would talk about stuff.
Yeah, you were
Real
talking
quick.
about some
Happening,
stuff. Okay. So anyways, I'm a baby. Thank you all for being here. Maybe we'll do something special. Actually, I don't think we're going to do anything special for the 50th podcast. We're going to plan something for the 1 year, which would be on the 52nd. Okay. So we'll do something, 3 weeks from now. All right.
Crazy
We've got
still.
a great show planned for you. I've got lots of stuff to talk about. We have lots of stuff to talk about. And as you can see, this is a Torchlight Infinite labeled stream. We have drops enabled, and we just want to start with Season 2, Black Sail. I can openly admit to maybe being addicted.
A little bit.
I'd say
Playing
so.
it.
As sick as you are.
I ran a character to level 94, and then yesterday I started another character, and now it's level 64. So
Thanks, Reth.
I am enjoying my current experience. Thank you, Wrath, for the
Yeah.
18 months tier 2 sub. Wow, that's great. Thank you,
yep.
sir. Daft is not. Daft, what are your thoughts on Torchlight? Hey, and I want you to be honest. Okay, if it's, hey,
Yeah.
it's not my bag, baby, it's okay.
I enjoy it, but it doesn't hold my retention long as far as the builds and everything. At a certain point, I think when I got to level 30, the game just got super easy. And, I like the new mechanic where you're getting the little things and you open up 5 of them and then you get, the boss fight. But that boss fight was super easy each time. I don't know if it was for you guys where there's...
You're talking about the queen?
The Bride of the Void
Bride,
Sea.
whatever she is.
When you
whatever.
open up the Void, like the final version after you get the 5 unlocks and then you open up the next one, or on the 5th one, you open up that like zone and you fight 2 bosses and all the minions. That fight all the time was super easy. I don't know what it was. The first guy would go down in like second, and then the other one was like 3 seconds later, and then I just
What
wipe out the
tier
mobs.
were you fighting them on?
I didn't know how to change that. I just
Because tier 7 is that's when the big belt, that's the big boy fight.
my character's like level 48, 49 on the higher one, and Erica character.
You're a baby for season
Weak.
2.
Little babby.
What?
But it just didn't. I don't know.
Just generally wise, and I'm not trying to beat you up. I'm not trying to disagree. What didn't grab you? It's just too easy. Visuals, like UI, the clicking.
Probably the UI setup. It's one of those games where once you get the thing, but I'm a muscle memory kind of player, so I always set my hotkeys the same, and this game doesn't quite let you do that. So that's part of it for me. So the transition over to computer port. Outside of that, I don't think there's anything else specifically. It just I don't know. I played a few days and then was like, all right, I'll play something else the next day. It just didn't seem enticing. So I can't really pinpoint it, but maybe because I already did it so much the first time we played, that this whole like a cycles for me where you're redoing the same thing over and over, stories the same, all the thing. They did change some of it, it seems like, the voice acting maybe. But nothing, I don't know. I'll probably go back to it, but it's not keeping me like
It's
super
ultra
into it.
fast. Like
Right.
IGN says, or no, is it IGN says it's a 5-hour main campaign, then you can go into mapping. 5 hours is being like very stopping to pick up the daisies, I think, because you can run through it.
4 to 5 hours is that's probably still long, but if that's your first character fresh, if it's your second character, which I'm doing, you could do it in hours, because I just bought all my gear and I cheated, and then you could just run through it. If anybody is leveling a second character, come and talk to me. I will tell you
it's ridiculous
how to do it.
I will be starting, because I ended up picking up the new Moto and the new Rihan. I started with the new Moto. It is by far my favorite class in the entire game.
That's what I played last time. That was my favorite.
No, the new Moto.
Well, not the new one, but the Moto. The one you described. The one you just described, though, is just better.
Like you're Tommy Lee Jones from Blown Away. It is so much fun exploiting the little things that make that class, powerful. Right. And just finding the exploit just puts it into OP mode, and it's one.
It's weird because this may come as a shock, because I love minions so much that I haven't played Moto in the game. I haven't played either of them.
Moto. So in every other game, you are a minions guy, right?
Yes.
You're a minions guy PoE. You're a minions guy in LE. I am not a minions guy in any game except for this one.
But maybe that's it. It's got some
could be it. Yeah.
Mechanic. I mean, I play minions on most games as well. I did like that was my favorite class I played out of all the Torchlight Infinite characters was the Moto, at least the original one. After hearing the update, I was like, okay, that would just be better, more of the same, but just you're interacting, it seems more, and at least they tried to get that, so you're not just running around mindlessly.
Morning, Flenser.
Yeah, hello,
hey,
Flenser. I still feel like doo-doo. So
he does.
That's okay. Okay, I'm a fighter, right, Gil? I'm a tough guy.
Yeah, he's strong man.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Which is your favorite look for the new Moto? Like, we saw the looks for the original Moto, and he's cool looking, but there are 3 distinct looks this season for
I
Anarchy
like
Moto.
the default new Moto skin, the orange one.
It is very nice.
Yes.
There's also another one with a rocket on his shoulder. He looks punk rock. And then there's another one where he looks like Davy Jones with a peg leg and like octopus tentacle.
So right now, I got 61 free pets in season 1.
Okay.
Season 2 right now, I've got 4 pet draws, which are like the orange, like, balls.
Yeah, the little, yeah,
and then I've got 3,200 jagged Chris, which 160 give you a pet pull. So I've got another 20, 25 so from there. So I've almost got an additional 30 at this point. I haven't pulled them yet. I want to do them all at the same time. But I'm going to be pushing
makes it feel better.
Yeah, 100 pets for free. I just can't bring myself to spend any of that in-game currency on boons for cosmetics, knowing that I could get potentially a pet. So I don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't do it.
I've been doing the same thing. There is a specific cosmetic I really want, though. And they did such a good job with it. It's for it's for Rion. He looks like a samurai, and like the Hanya mask.
You want that?
Does look
want
nice.
that. So I want a statue of that. That's the thing they should have. Yeah, it's so good looking, Daft. It's so good.
Like a little mini statue.
Aaron's gonna bring it up here. That's the Berserker Rihan. Can you bring up the new the skin for him?
I'm trying to think where I would find it.
In game.
No.
You
want me to boot it? No, I'm not booting Torchlight.
No.
Because then I'll start playing, and then I'll be like, all right, you guys are going.
It is a really, really good skin. It's probably the best skin in the game.
You're just saying.
In my opinion, it looks that it's top tier.
There was a lot of artwork in general throughout the game. I noticed it was modified. There was some stuff that was original, and I did notice the new outfits. So this round, they really wanted to, like, it seems, clean up the image of the game and give it some nice gear that people might want to actually consider getting.
Ooh, its official website isn't doing very good.
No,
it's got all types of loading now.
Got lots of loading now. Now I feel like I want to find that skin for you.
That skin looks amazing. Speaking of Rihan, he has the new like spirit guy on his back build.
Yeah,
has anyone run?
I said if I was gonna play him, I would try that one.
That is the next thing I'm going into.
Dude, this website is just doo-doo. Maybe there's just so much
with wolves. Got a good point.
There's so much traffic, it won't work.
Right. In chat, Dances with Wolves brings up a good point about this. When there's multiplayer, people are more willing to buy it because other people are going to see it directly.
Yeah. So you're running Cat Lady, Erica.
Yeah.
How are you liking that?
Well,
she's like a torpedo.
For now, I'm done with Cat Lady. She's very, very, very fast. And a lot of people use slash for AoE damage. I didn't go that route because they'll do like slash for AoE damage and then switch to mine for single target. I hate having to rebuild my build based upon the fight I'm going into. So I decided not to go that route. And I built it as an AoE and single target, so I don't have to fix.
That's what I did.
Yes, and
yeah.
And I mean, I spent 80 FE. Took me probably 3 days to get to 94. Maybe probably 4 days because I didn't play as long. And she's taken 135 million at the training dummy. The tier 7 Queen of the Void Sea, I can kill before she moves. So I can teleport to her. And I can kill her before she does an
There is a
animation.
lot of that.
If
yeah.
you go to
Okay.
the build that I posted yesterday, I'm like, here's a tier 7 void of the, and I killed it. Like, I mean, it was like 8 seconds, you know? So,
Okay, I'm running into that with you know what I have dubbed Anarcho Moto.
Anarcho.
Yeah, he's Anarcho Moto. If you are quick, so the way I'm using it, I use a hammer that takes 5% of my life every time I cast, but because I'm picking up machine parts, I'm not having to cast. But if you kind of like just gauge your health, you can kind of like shim it in, crack a healing, and then go keep it going. You can fill your screen up with minions that all turn into missiles, just heat-seeking missiles.
just kill
Awesome.
everything.
Kill it all.
So you take 3/4 of your health away on like boss spawn, and just done.
Done.
Right.
I
The other
am-
thing with Erica,
Yeah, go
did you use the AOE heal thing? The shout, I don't remember what it's called. It's like a shout. It's one
War
of your-
Cry?
War cry.
I don't
That
use
thing
it.
made you.
Oh,
That made
yeah,
you
yeah, I
broken.
use-
It was
I
a
use,
constant heal.
I use actually the opposite. I used Raging Bull or whatever it is, which takes half of your life.
Yeah.
But I say that it turns you basically into Archon mode. You
Right.
are so
Pretty much.
basically I blink to her, hit my 3 keys, which activate all the things.
Yeah.
Hit for however 100 million, and she's dead. It's just single target is absolutely insane. So I made the decision. I was like, okay, Erica, I feel really good about the build that I made. It's kind of a budget build. Do I want to continue pushing with this, or do I start something new? Historically, I'll stick with Erica the whole damn season, and I'll make 10 different versions of her. I wanted to break that mold this season. So today, actually last night, I started Lethal Flash because I've wanted to make a Lethal Flash the whole time, and he's currently at tier 3 maps, level 64.
You were banned from playing that character
He's so fast.
by
He's
the community.
fast. He's fun
DVD
and
banned.
fast.
You got them bored of that character. I'm willing to bet they're not even playing that character.
But to be clear, I am playing Carino Lethal Flash, not Carino
It's
Ranger of
so much
Glory.
better.
That's
so
like
much
saying that OG Moto is the same as your current Moto. Totally different, right?
Well, they do wear different shoes.
See?
That's
So for
pushover
that,
right
Like
there.
aspect-
OG Moto wears Nikes and current Moto wears Adidas.
That's what I'm saying. So I am playing it's like saying Daft is playing Last Epoch Acolyte Lich, and I'm playing an Acolyte Necro. We're both Acolytes, but very different because of the masteries. See?
Yep.
Right?
I'm not
pretty
sure,
sure
the
you
point
found a
yet.
loophole.
I
Yeah,
think it makes
the
sense.
community said they didn't want to see him play Carino anymore.
They said they didn't want to see me play Ranger of Glory, and Rich said that, who's in chat right now. But Lethal
Yeah.
Flash is fine. And just for added newness, I am using the new skill. So I'm using the new skill introduced for season 2 with Lethal Flash, a mastery I've never played.
Okay, so Wrath comes out and says he needs to play Gemma.
Me?
Rich responds with gross.
Gemma's fun. That was
Gemma's
the first
great.
character
I do
played
have
in the
Gemma.
First run.
Hey, by the way, and I'm not saying this to brag, like, so please don't take it that way, but since I've made Torchlight YouTube videos, instead of them giving me money now, they're giving me primo crystals, like the paid currency, and I'm about to have 13,000 of them. So
We've already made fun of him adequately for this.
so maybe I will go get all these cosmetics and all this crap, because I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of it. It's $200 worth of in-game. You know, I'll just pull pets. Is that allowed, or is that like pay to win cheating? I didn't pay
I
for it.
would
I mean-
accept actual real world currency. Like, please.
Yeah.
Like, I will accept funds, Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe the
Good.
USD.
Don't give me tokens I have to use at your arcade. That was the gimmick
I
they
mean,
did back in the
so-
old days.
I mean, it makes sense.
Oh, pet pool video. There you go.
I plan on a pet pool
Could be
video.
fun.
That's why I'm saving it. I keep saying I want to do that. No. So previously, you know, you sign contracts with XD and then you gotta like do all this verification and all this crap and link accounts and sign. And now they're like, we don't want to do that anymore. So we're just gonna give you in-game currency, which I want dollars, but I'm gonna make the video anyways, so I might as well take something over nothing.
Rich, new moto is really, really, really fun.
No,
There's some gear from the new moto that really sets him off too.
Carino
like just-
makes my
There's some legendary stuff.
Rich, why does Carino make your eyes bleed?
Lots of eye candy going on.
Yeah, all the flashes. New
Yep.
motos like that too, though. It gets so overwhelming with the amount of minions you are summoning by accident.
Aaron, are you making a melee or ranged Carino? You know what? Does this work? I will show you. I am making a... Where are you? Oh, it's Ian.
I like Ian.
Yeah, Ian's cool.
He's
Right
like
there,
their
this.
Mac.
Look, this one.
That's their mic. That's Gigi's. Oh my God, that's their mic. That's
This. Hold on.
we got to get a cup with Ian on it.
Stacks.
Hold on. Here we go.
Lastly,
This
blazing
skill.
bullet, a horizontal skill that fires blazing bullets forward that pierce the enemy.
That's a lot of stuff
The
happening.
bullet explodes upon hitting,
Combined with
dealing additional
you know,
damage based on
other
projectile
effects.
penetrations. A new system will be launched.
I'm playing that one. See, it's a new skill
Hey, Daft,
for a mastery I never used.
can
Blazing
you cut
bullet.
that out so I can have
This
Dark
image-
Swift put that? Yes, him in that position. Any of them, they all look the same, and he's always wearing that same outfit. I
Yeah.
want to put that on the mug. It's going right next to Mike. I'll have Dark Swift make it.
Just to be clear, I've only been playing Blazing Bullets for maybe 15 minutes, and right now they don't return to me. So I don't know if it's
Rich says he'll watch one video of your Lethal Flash.
you gotta watch all of them. Lethal Flash is so much fun. What if it turns into my favorite? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I've just decided right now.
what's up?
With the currency they're gonna give me, I will buy each mastery because it would be stupid to not just have them, right? Like I should probably just grab the new Moto, grab the new Rihan, and just have them all. So that when Rich is like, why don't you do anything else? I'll be like, all right, pick one of these other dumb ones and I'll play that.
Thinking ahead, Aaron. Good on you.
Hey, by the way, I actually had another idea. This has nothing to do with the podcast. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to go into it. Guilty. You could talk about something else.
Well,
Okay, I'm going to talk about it. I'm wondering if all the new balance stuff also comes to the standard league, just not the mechanic. Because if all the balance comes to the
Right.
standard league, that would mean I could level to 95 every single mastery. And then based upon the changes, I would already have a leveled character to make a build guide for. I
You
wouldn't
think-
actually
You know
have to
what?
re-level a class.
there's only one way
every
to find
single
out.
time.
Do it. Do it.
I know. I was
Take a
just
chance.
thinking about it.
Also, it's not that hard
Yeah.
to level a character in this game. Let's face it.
Yeah,
It
but in the
isn't.
content creation world, if it's like I could drop a build guide a day based upon balance changes and change, you know. Let's not talk about how awesome LE multiplayer is.
LE multiplayer is probably going to give people seizures.
You're making me cough because I'm laughing. Me,
Like,
guilty.
Imagine
and
everyone
Def.
running Moto.
We're not on the
No.
LE portion of this podcast yet, but Rich, me, Guilty, and Daft played some 4-player LE CT.
Right.
And-
Rich and I played without Aaron, with Daft as well, and had better. Aaron's a curse. He's a curse among
It was
LE
a better,
players.
overall session.
It's was educational.
What
Yeah,
I'm
it
trying to say is he needs to find the doll in his house and get rid of it immediately.
Yeah, it's probably off to the left or right, and we just don't see it.
Oh, Bowser!
He's got like a little.
Bowser made it to my shelf. It's a McDonald's toy.
Oh, see, when
It
did
looks
that
like
show up?
It looks like he's throwing up.
Yeah, a little bit.
He
A
spins.
little bit. Is that Bowser cursed?
That's cursed Bowser. This is
That makes sense.
Jack Black Bowser.
Jack Black Bowser.
Isn't Jack Black the voice of the Bowser in the new Mario movie? Right?
Is he?
He would be good.
I think he is.
He's generally good. He's generally good. I haven't really paid
Yeah.
attention other than Chris Pratt's being Mario.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I
He's
feel
got-
as if Aaron should have been Mario.
I should have been.
Right.
I am Italian. I could voice Mario.
And that should
That
be
would be
enough.
like that. That would be the bare bones requirement for Mario.
Right. So,
is to-
anyways,
or get the guy that voiced him in the video game Son.
Daft doesn't like Torchlight Infinite right now.
Didn't say that.
Daft is not getting hooked by Torchlight Infinite right now.
That I
He
can
will
say.
go
Didn't
back.
say that either.
I told Guilty,
quite,
let's
but-
get on, just to tell you where Guilty's at. I was like, hey, Guilty, let's get ready for the podcast. Jump on. He said, I one more run. So he's in
Yeah, he
that.
did.
He's in
One
that
more run.
one more run stage
Yeah.
of the game. And I'm on my second character in Endgame. And we just started week
I'm
2.
in end game on my first, but I want to try and get it up as high as I can get it before I switch to the new Rion. And then I'm going
Right.
to take that one up as high as I can get it. And since I have Erica too, that'll be the third one I run. I was the least impressed with the way she looked. I did not like the outfit thing they did with her. But for everything I've seen from her gameplay, she's really, really like ninja. So
They should have leaned into like Catwoman, but like in a way where it's not copywritten.
yeah,
You know what I
infringing on
mean? Like-
copyrights, yeah.
Like, how do we make Erica look like Catwoman without getting sued? That's what I would have done.
If they had gone the Hellraiser Cenobite route with her, I would have started with her.
A Cinnabite.
You know, the female Cenobite
Yeah.
from the first two movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the maid outfit, that wasn't. I have a hard time. Actually, they probably sold 1 million of them. Who knows?
Yeah, I just didn't really care about it. It just looked like a little furry, some outfit on.
But it is fun. If you haven't tried it,
It is
it's
fun. Yeah,
free.
it's super fun.
Eway's like, why, Daft?
Dude,
I went over it.
Eway
It
likes
just
the
didn't-
Erica maid outfit for
You know what?
sure.
A lot of people probably do. I just prefer S&M, I guess. I don't know. I'm over here talking about Cenobites, and she's like a maid, and I'm like,
I just want to know, Guilty, when you're going to get good at the game. So let's...
Sir, both of us were top tier on the Asian servers when we were given that.
Wrath, I saw a new YouTube video from some random guy doing a build guide for Wolson. It was a summoner build. I laughed. That was by Thysick. I know the guide looks familiar. So,
Yeah, but so when the game initially launched, Thigh and I and like I've talked about this before.
Oh, no,
we
not-
had like
not-
10 people.
not Thysick. Thyworm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thyworm.
Yeah.
Thysick.
Yeah,
Thysick's in our
glasses
Discord.
and-
Thy-
If you guys
I was
want
thinking, I
to
was like,
learn
"Huh?
about
Really?
like Thysick knows his stuff. Theory crafting and in a group with him is really fun, and you all should probably join the Discord and do it.
For which game?
Wrath.
Any game, really.
Wrath. You don't want to
I've
play
talked with a couple
CT
times.
with me because it's too hard to keep up. Guilty, Daft, and Rich. I left him in the dust. I had to carry him
Yeah.
the whole time.
These
Well-
are things that never happened.
Okay.
It's not quite.
I was like keeping up with Rich because I'm
There
a
was
rogue and
one
cheating.
instance where we were in the arena,
Oh, that was horrible.
or that we were at that one. I had to carry you the whole way through it.
Oh.
That was the worst.
I'll
That
point out
There
I
was
pulled an Aaron.
only one person that got a
things
reward.
these are saying are partially accurate.
All right, there was
Guilty,
one time
you could say I did pull an Aaron in that arena. Was me pulling an Aaron. It was like 6 deaths. Remember, I just kept dying as soon as I get up. I'd get up, try to cast it, and I get up. I was like,
Well, if it makes
"Oh,
you feel any
no."
better, I cannot kill the Emperor of Corpses. I think there's I think they don't want you to progress through a certain point. It gets
I
to
don't
a
think
quarter
you
life.
can.
It gets to a quarter life, and then you die. I've tried it
We-
40
we-
times. I run to the corner. It gets to a quarter life, and my life goes down, and I die. So unless there's like a new mechanic where you got to like get behind a shield or do, I don't know.
Sure.
I can't beat it. I
We
don't know.
tried. I couldn't even get into Emperor of Corpses with him. They have like a tier block.
Like a wall. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's your power.
Got it.
Well, oh, you can't. You could do it to a certain extent, but no.
I've killed him a few times. You got to get good. Oh, Rich has killed him. You. Oh.
Leave it to Rich.
Well, I have been saying if you want to learn about the game, you should ask Rich.
Oh. Yeah. I see what you did there. Okay. Done with
Shots.
Torchlight. Moving on to our
Shots.
next topic. Everybody's favorite. This was
Is it,
Guilty's.
though?
This is Guilty's favorite game of 2022.
It was
our-
my most played game.
It was his
of
most played
2021.
game. He was our guild leader towards the tail end.
I thought I was from the beginning, and someone else. Phelan took over at the end.
It was
Yes.
Captain, then you, then Phelan.
Ah, Captain. That's right, Captain Neckbeard.
That
Correct.
is
the
correct.
opening. Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you all the articles. Okay. Lost Ark confirms large scale bot ban and some request restrictions be lifted. Lost Ark reverses accidental bans, including
Mhm.
of inactive player accounts. Lost Ark and The Witcher collaboration starts tomorrow with a big update for improvements.
A lot going on there.
Every single day.
Yeah. It's
I
almost
look
like
through-
they've made a bunch of people
Right.
upset and then had to balance it out.
Every single
Huh.
day I look at multiple videos and news, and I'm always looking for stuff, and I'm like, man, Lost Ark's been making like the rounds lately. Like there's been a lot going on, or just there hasn't been that much news. So like these websites are just like, oh, Lost Ark is a popular game. We'll just continue to write about it.
Was it as popular as they thought it was, though? How many bots were kicked?
They kicked 240,000 bots.
1,000 bots.
Two-
Now,
Lots
what
and
was the
lots.
player count?
The player count dropped. to
245,000?
It dropped from 330 to 73. 73 was the lowest. So whatever that
Wow.
num-
That's still a lot of people.
Still a lot of people.
Wow.
So that will feel now, the shackles are free, at least for the time being.
Well, you can actually go and finish stuff without having to wait for 20 bots
Right.
to also finish stuff.
yeah, so
So-
you're talking about, 250-ish thousand bots disappear. The trade store for whatever the little currency is, there was 64,000 pages. After the bot ban, there was 102. So you're
So
talking
how do you
you're talking 63,900 pages of currency gone. That should really,
That's pretty messed.
like, holy smokes.
So do you think this is gonna get? They're hoping that all these news together with The Witcher and we got rid of the bots. They're trying to bring back the players. that
Yeah,
left
I mean,
because of the
I
bots.
think that's the idea.
There probably will be a boost.
if
Yeah,
they
A lot of
make-
MMO types.
So they
Which
use
is-
a lot of particle effects to, I guess, tell you a new move is coming from a boss.
Yeah.
If they make those particle effects actually visible, the game will be way better than it is.
They blended in a little bit.
And if they, it's not really in your face visible, and it should
Aesthetically,
be.
while you're playing, it's cool, but it doesn't
Yeah,
give you
but
the information.
It
you
should
need.
be like magenta, like
know,
something that's not found in nature.
I feel like they have to completely remake the honing and crafting system in the game. But the problem is if they did that, then they're going to piss off all the people that spent money and grinded to get it. So
Sure.
how do you keep the current player base happy, your most loyal gamers, while reeling people back in that left because of the bad systems? And I don't think it ever happened.
Hand me out.
You know how they get me back in? Get rid of the crafting system that's in it and put one in that's not going to give me PTSD.
Yeah, I don't think
It's part of the
I don't think anything
game
gets me
loop they
back.
want.
I don't think anything gets me back to Lost Ark.
If they like, honestly, if they I would go and play it right now if the crafting system wasn't ridiculous.
I don't want
If
to
they
log
weren't
in.
trying to,
I'm done with login every day games. I hate them.
you're playing TLI.
TLI is not a login every day game.
Sure is.
No, it is not.
you get
Yeah,
things for logging
is.
in.
Everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it
You
is.
get your dailies, and I
Okay.
did.
First off, the dailies are like a respec potion, which costs 0. There's not a I have to log in weekly to do my chaos and my raids and all
No,
this.
they're not
crap.
game breaking at all. They're just a little bit more what you get all
But
the
there
time.
is a daily. There are multiple daily login like buffs that you can get.
Yes, but
Multiple.
there is nothing that I can only do X amount of today, and then I have to come back tomorrow to
Oh,
do
that's
that
true.
X
There's
amount
no
again.
cap.
There's no
There's
cap.
no cap. Correct.
There is a 7-day daily login, and it gives you stuff that is irrelevant.
There's also another daily login too.
that
And
also
I've already
gives you.
got I got skins and stuff from that one.
No, you get a little picture or whatever.
Well, whatever it's called, portrait.
Yes.
I liked it. It was a nice portrait.
What
Different.
game doesn't have daily logins now? Last Epoch?
Grim Dawn.
PoE? PoE might.
I don't think
No, they don't.
we done. No.
Nah.
I guess a
They
better
just
question
have-
is what
Not to that extent.
MMO doesn't have a daily login?
That's a different question. Yeah, that. I don't know. I don't play many MMOs, so
Daft, worldwide MMO that has been out for 4 years that once had 1.3 million people playing it. Supposedly, we don't know how many of those were
Final
bots,
Fantasy 14.
is now down to 70,000. 70,000 is a nice number, but given the scale of this game, bad news, good news, going under, everything's fine.
I'd say
Bad
it's
news.
1 year that they're getting to about right now. Probably not where they wanted to be. But if they can figure out the formula to get rid of these bots, that might help the game a lot. Because that was a big deterrent for a lot of people, not to mention the other things. But I don't know. I'm not too much of an MMO player, so it doesn't really. I don't consider MMOs ever unless
So-
you guys start playing them.
In an MMO, for instance, all of us have played World of Warcraft.
Yep.
At some point in time. I know I play Final Fantasy 14 and Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2, I think, is the most fair of these three
Of all
MMOs.
of- Yeah.
Of all of them, probably. No, not including Star Wars and like Star Trek, which Star Trek gave me a $60 ship for free. So
Nothing wrong with that.
awesome. I don't think that the current MMOs like World of Warcraft is like trying to get people to play it. They're like, hey, we'll give you three days of access to the new stuff so you can get hooked on it and you can go play it. Guild Wars 2, not doing that stuff really. There's some daily stuff, but not really.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 14, I still think is King of the Mountain, and you probably should give it a try if you like MMOs.
I have it. I've played it. I just
It's pretty
don't
good.
play it often. Yeah. I have I played it last year a bit. I haven't played it recently.
Because it does not have Torghast. And Torghast really like I am so mad at that entire thing because they brought in the team from Diablo 3 to teach them how to or get some advice from them on how to do that type of content in their game, and they were like,
Yeah.
oh, that's great, and then they balled it up and like, Torghast is what we're going with, buddy. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. MMOs for me are hard to do because there's such a commitment to them usually.
Guilty. Check out what Glenzer just wrote.
Don't forget that Lost Ark is a Korean game at heart. Smilegate doesn't care very much about what happens in the other regions as long as they stay popular in Korea. That's true.
Yeah, probably still popular over there.
I mean,
I would assume.
the Korean market's not like a small market.
No.
I mean, this is a stupid question, and I accept that. When I pull up Steam charts, is that everywhere? Is that
Well, they're not using the Steam launcher in Korea, I don't think.
No.
I'm pretty sure they're not. I mean, some maybe.
I mean, that's a
That's
great
like-
question.
Yeah,
I was playing the Russian server. I was playing with a completely different I played the game before I came here.
same.
They don't use Steam for Lost Ark there. Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a launcher of some sort. Because I think probably I played the Russia for a little bit and then I did the Korean a little bit.
Steam charts
It
doesn't
was just
count
a launcher.
Korea, Japan, or Russia. Rich, I just
I
lost
played
all my
Russia.
points. They're gone.
Go!
I went
The-
all in. They're gone.
The game is great, and the community is not. It's not as bad as, say, World of Warcraft when you're doing like Mythic Dungeon raiding, and everyone expects you to know all of a 4-hour dungeon or a raid.
Right.
What is the
Um,
hardest one? What was the weekly? You can only run it once. The Guardian raid, or no, not the Guardian raids. You had the Abyssal Dungeons, Guardian
The-
raids.
It was a variant of the Abyssal, I think.
It's the higher ones. What were they called in Lost Ark? The ones where we all played together and Hoser's
Remember,
like,
I
now this
don't
is the
remember.
mechanic when we're like under the water and you got to go here.
They were okay. They were they were hard versions of story dungeons.
Was it a Legion raid? Is that
Yeah.
what's it called?
Yeah,
Was it? I don't remember that.
All right, Legion
But
raids.
That's
I believe.
probably what it is, yeah.
Okay,
I don't
Been a
remember. I
little
haven't played in a while.
I got a little trailer queued up for you. This is the Lost Ark Witcher collaboration. I don't know. I haven't watched it. Let's see.
Will
what
that
it
bring
is.
anybody back?
Okay, wait.
I'm sure it's gonna be. I don't know.
Legion Commander is what he's gonna be saying. That's the bosses. A magical crossover.
Oh gosh.
Particle effects.
Yeah. At least they went with the look of him from the video games and not the look of him.
From the show. It's a younger looking.
Yeah, he looks like he's not old.
No, he's like 22.
Yeah, 22 with white hair.
No scars.
Yeah, bad genes. Or a horrible childhood that just turned their white. Rich says it's so bad.
Wait a second.
Now he looks old. See, that's a different image.
Yeah, like we have switched to a different art. The packaging and the contents do not match.
Yeah.
I am
That's old
literally
grizzled.
I'm completely in the dark. I probably should have read the article. I thought this was like some kind of new quest or something you can do. You're telling
Oh.
me it's only a skin pack I have to pay for?
It looks like it.
It's not like get your
I mean,
Witcher skin
they might
and you
have
can go into the
events.
new region.
Frodo says someone's childhood is being ruined.
Is that Carino? Yeah, it's Lethal
Oh
Flash.
man.
Found. That'd be a good Lethal
I don't know, they might
Flash.
throw in
That is
some,
a good
like,
Lethal Flash skin.
Weekly or something.
Hold on.
Maybe. I don't know. If it I wouldn't put it past them though, to just make
Oh
some
yeah, okay.
skin.
Maybe I did read it. It is
So
a
stunning,
crossover
so brave.
event on a special event island.
Okay.
You could
Yeah,
go
Flender's
there,
just
meet all the
saying.
characters, themed rewards. In addition to the event, there will be a series of improvements, new PvP island sieges, and more tweaks. So it isn't just, hey, give us money and you can look like the characters from The Witcher. They are adding.
They
some
added a new,
content.
theme park to the whole theme park. It's a new attraction.
Oh, Rich is on fire tonight. He says that only shows up once a day from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m.
That's exactly. And you go to the ocean and it's not there, or there's 100 other ships.
And only one of you can be like in character. The rest are you in regular skin.
I don't miss Lost Ark at all. Not for a second. I'm like, oh, I miss.
Well, it's a lifestyle. You're either doing it or you're not, because you have to. If you're guilding, if you're playing solo, you could probably just play it on and off. It wouldn't really matter. But if you're playing in groups and stuff, you're gonna be needing to be on all the time.
Right. You do need for competitive. Iway says that the Korean players don't care about the this particular. This is for like the global community.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah.
And The Witcher
That does make
lost
sense.
somebody.
And The Witcher currently is a very not super positive topic. Anyways, all right. We are done
Not
with
the
Torchlight.
show. That's for sure.
Exactly. Done with Torchlight. We're done with The Witcher. So now we're moving over to Last Epoch. Dun,
Oh, wow.
dun. Have you guys ever played this game before?
Daisies. No,
Couple times.
You've played it a couple times.
Couple times.
I don't know what this game is.
The reason why I like this game is because on their official website, it says Action RPG. They were nice enough to put my YouTube channel name on
Right
the
there.
front of their website because they know how much I love them and they wanted to support me. So,
To be completely honest, they're very welcoming. It's not like
But-
you can't just go to their Discord and talk to them.
That's true.
yeah, Rich hasn't played either. Shin's never heard of it.
Yeah.
You could break the NDA and stream CT on your 50th episode.
I mean,
52. That's 52.
That would have to be
Um,
52. That's the official year.
That's
Hey,
the
that
year,
is,
the
you
year
know, that's
anniversary.
not what day does it fall on? No, we.
I'm
no,
thinking
no.
it will already be out by then.
No, the 27th is when I'm
20
allowed to stream it with you fine gentlemen. That's next
Well,
Friday.
That's next
3
week.
weeks we'll have it. Oh,
Yeah.
but it'll be limited.
So in
Yeah.
9 days, I'm going to be able to take these two young lads, gentlemen, with me to play some
Yes.
CT LE. It's not even CT. It's going to be a new realm.
It's a new
Start
build, yeah.
over,
Yep.
limited, but we'll be able to play and show off some stuff. CT
Dark
is
Lotus.
community testers.
Yeah,
Right.
community. So
Community
yeah,
testers.
it's testing the build that's going to be the multiplayer build, and the current build of the game that we have.
Dude,
Yeah,
9
the
days. It's
build
only
that-
9 days away.
9 days.
Right. That means they already have a build. Well, they probably have several, but like they already have a
Right.
build that has everything they want to showcase in it with a little bit of pizzazz on it.
And we're gonna have to start new characters, so you guys are gonna basically see the three of us running from scratch, level 1.
Yeah.
No gear, no drops, nothing. So be a freshie, just like a league start. or
Frodo
a
says
cycle.
he heard at Last Epoch is doing a Velma crossover. Perfect.
First
Well,
DLC.
good. Because that's fun.
That would be fun. And Iway, yes, I've already had to start a fresh stash. And I just started organizing my CT stash.
Oh, God,
Yesterday.
don't talk to him about that. Oh my God.
But it's
Uh,
important.
Always comes up.
So, speaking about HBO Max originals, did you guys notice that Last of Us show is actually pretty good?
I
haven't
haven't
watched it.
I haven't
It's
watched.
very, very true to the content it is emulating.
We don't have time to watch TV like you.
Okay.
I'm too busy being sick and playing Torchlight.
Yeah.
Dances with Wolves yes, Dances with Wolves says he liked it. It was I was expecting, your average video game to cinema, and it is actually above that by leaps and bounds. It's pretty good.
Well, that's
Pedro Pascal did a good job.
Great.
Maybe I'll check it out.
I'll check it
Maybe.
out.
Throw it on the side screen.
It is worth watching.
I'm not gonna watch it.
That's because you're a terrible human being.
Me?
I said it.
Wait, what?
They're
Why are we
horrible.
talking about Last Epoch today? What are we talking about?
I don't know. Why are we talking about Last Epoch?
Oh, we're
today?
talking about the classes we're gonna play
Class.
9 days from now on Friday
True.
for the event. Daphne, you are gonna be able to pick a class. Have you selected the class you want to play, and why?
He's going to shock you if you pick his class. You know that, right?
He can't. I just won't give him access.
Right.
I'll
I'll probably.
We're under like strict. You can play this, or this.
Yeah.
No, you can play anything but Necro. It's easy.
Yeah. I'll probably go with the Lich I was playing. Just start a new one. It's a fun class.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that could be a thing.
For
It's
that,
that-
particular one, I'm
Because
running.
Guilty's trying to
Werebear.
do the rogue.
No, I was doing the rogue on the last one, but if we're gonna start over and it's not going to go to end
Yeah,
game,
I could do
I'll probably
rogue
play
too.
Bear.
If you don't do
Yeah.
rogue. Yeah, because I like rogue. So, what were you planning?
Yeah, you know what he's planning.
I think
No,
I'm gonna
you-
play
can-
Necromancer.
I was going Werebear.
You gonna go werebear?
So you're gonna
Yeah,
play
because
a
we're not gonna be able to
druid.
go end. Yeah, druid.
Are we
but we're not
gonna
gonna be able
try
to
to,
hit
like-
end game.
Are we gonna try to sync the classes so we can like work together skill wise, like buffs and because that's a thing.
It is
uncharted.
Intended
basically.
to be a thing.
I
Yeah.
We
don't
could
think
make
we'll
the
be
meta,
able
who
to
knows?
play far enough to get into synergies.
Right.
We'll probably get up to how many we have? How long do we have it?
I don't know if we can say.
It's not
yet.
about time. It's about depth in game.
Lock.
I think.
Well, I think they
Yeah.
locked it at the second chapter. Once you beat, first
Yeah,
one.
well, you take your mastery, and then it's the next one after. I think.
the next
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah.
Well, that puts us at about, I don't know, 30, 35 range maybe,
Yeah.
if we really push.
And then
So-
we get the switch and do it again.
yeah, I know.
The problem is, even when we're streaming together, nobody's gonna see you guys because you're gonna be so far behind that no one's gonna even.
Have you
Well-
played an ARPG with me, sir? It's
Oh,
it's
gosh.
usually you and me, and then like Nina's
You're-
like 10 miles back.
What I'm gonna do is actually play really slow so that they can see
thanks,
multiple
Aaron.
people on the screen.
Oh,
You know, so that we have stuff to talk about. We'll
it
be like,
has nothing
look
to
at
do
this
with the
new
fact.
font and look at this new NPC and look at this
Right,
new voice
right.
acting and look at Guilty is dying. You know,
we
we're gonna
really
go through
should do that.
Mm,
everything.
We
Mm.
really should emulate me dying.
yeah.
We probably
Aaron,
wouldn't even
you're
have to
usually
emulate
like
it.
40 levels higher than us. That's not anything at all.
That's
That's
nothing.
true.
No,
That's nothing.
Nothing there. No.
Yeah, we're not as fast because our gear's not as good.
You know
Today
what?
on
I was
Last
with
Deep-
Rich, and he was behind us.
I was
because he
keeping
can't
up with
even keep
I
up
was
with-
keeping up with Rich, and a lot of times in front of Rich in the CT, and he was playing Shield Rush Sentinel,
Yeah.
I'm
which
just
is
saying,
the
I was with
fastest
Rush.
class in the
All
game.
over the place.
I was with Rich, and I'll call him Rush from now on. And there was no Aaron present.
Yeah, because
was a-
I was killing the whole left side while you three were killing the bottom right side. You know, I'm just
Totally what it was.
It seemed like Aaron couldn't keep up with the rogue. I'm just saying. Shots fired.
Time will tell.
I know. We'll find out. in
Honestly,
9
at
days.
low level, I will be behind because I'll be slow because I won't have access to what I want anyways that I can't talk about yet.
Yeah.
So
there's
you're
that.
right. I probably can't keep up at the beginning.
That's okay.
Okay.
Just get,
So
I'll get our
you-
boots.
You said you're going to run rogue, and Aaron's going to run.
Okay.
Minions?
For the people
I'm
that
assuming.
haven't played Last Epoch, I am going to select the Acolyte Mastery. Or I'm going to pick the Acolyte class, and then the mastery that I am going to
Mastery.
select is Necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
Daftly is going to pick the Rogue class, and the mastery he's going to select is Marksman
have-
or Blade Dancer.
I'm not
Marksman was
100% sure.
fine.
Marksman will make
Squishy.
it easier to work with the two of you.
That's why I
we'll
took
have, yeah, it'd be 2 ranged and then 1 melee.
Right.
with you with the bear. So I don't know. I'll decide later, but I'll lean towards marksman right now.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
where I'm leaning.
bear draws aggro and ranged people.
Yeah, he's gonna have his
range
minions, and then that'll work out. So we can crowd control pretty easily.
And young Mr. Guilty here is going to pick a primalist, and his mastery is going to be a druid, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Perfect. That's great.
So,
I'll have minions, you'll be a bear, and Daft would have range. That would be great.
How true is it that Mike was the basis for the look of the primalist?
It is true in the original image, not in the current
How about
image.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So Mike, for the OGLE,
Like when he was like a plastic looking figure.
yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
no, a little pasty, but yeah, it was good. Now it's
He looks like shiny Carl Urban now, and it's not bad.
yeah.
Like they doused
that.
him with like oil, like tan oil. Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
boy,
yeah, for sure. Okay, done with LE. 9 days.
not much to talk about right now.
Better be freaking.
Yeah. Nothing we can talk about right
Yeah,
I'll
can
stream
talk
it
about.
sick.
now. Good.
Whatever. Moving over to our next topic, a real page turner. I don't even know what I'm saying at this
That.
point. Skull
Yeah.
and Bones. Ooh, does this game exist? It does exist because I've played it. Is it good? No. But maybe it'll
You didn't like
be
it?
good at this point. You know what it felt like? It just
What's
like a kid's
Ark
game.
and
I don't know.
C.
A kid's game, that's stupid. It just felt
I get what
Ark
you
and
mean.
C.
just felt not fun. I don't know. Like,
I mean, kids game.
What we
is
got was a tech
not
demo.
engaging.
I don't know. The demo was just like
Lackluster, which is why it got pushed back.
you don't you know, I want to like control the crew on the ship and like walk around the ship, and it's like it's not like that, you know. And then
Gotcha.
it's
Gotcha.
like, and then for a long time it's like
a survival game.
yeah, it is not what I thought it was going to be. Anyways, Skull and Bones, if you haven't heard, delayed into 2023, 2024, as Ubisoft refocuses plans after disappointing sales. I'm guessing they are talking about pre-sales because the game
Right.
never officially launched. And I'm guessing, I wonder how much money.
Or are they talking about sales from other games that were supposed to fund it?
I mean, there could be that.
Because what have they
Like a
released?
curveball.
Players will be able to discover the beauty of Skull and Bones in the up-and-coming beta phase. The additional time has already paid off and bought impressive improvements to its quality, which has been confirmed by recent playtests. We believe players will be positively surprised by its evolution. We have decided to postpone its release in order to have more time to showcase a much more polished and balanced experience and to build awareness. Skull and Bones will now be released in early 2023, 2024. It's
So that
something to be-
says like they have a group playing and they're like, we need to fix this.
you know, tell
it
me if this
sounds like.
sounds crazy. It's something to be said about like a tarnished name, right? Like Fallout 76. Even if the game's amazing now, how do you get
Good
back?
game.
I heard it's a good game now.
It's a great game, actually.
How do you get that back? They almost need to like, we're
Give
postponing
it for free. Oh, they did. I bought it. 'Cause I'm a sucker. I bought it on release. It's
I
like,
feel like
I
for
remember you
Skull and
talking about that, yeah.
Bones, they need to postpone it and then maybe rebrand it. Like,
okay, so Frodo says the Ubi released a Mario game, and I believe that was Mario Rabbids, Mario Rabbids 2, which is a good like tactical like turn-based game, but not the Mario that people are used to.
Powerful Chamois is claiming it won't be released in their lifetime. It could become that game. You know, there's a lot of games that end up like that that are in
was this
production
was this
forever.
like a 2020 release date or 2021? It was like it was supposed to come
it's been a minute.
years
Yeah.
ago.
But you know what else? You know what's released? So like these companies all like they find out. Okay, somehow these companies find out what each other are working on, and they all make a competing game. So you do the math on how they find out. Then they make a copy. So for instance, Starfield's coming out. What is Starfield? Anyone else see a similarity?
I mean,
current
No
Starfield?
Man's Sky meets
No, it's just No Man's Sky
Well, it's No Man's Sky, but with
with
the Bethesda,
different aesthetic. Yeah, the Bethesda aesthetic.
like build.
Yeah.
and
So
mechanics and stuff like
they're
that.
making a game that's already been made.
Yeah.
And then this game is reminiscent of another game that was a Microsoft game. Can you remember?
I wasn't
It was like
listening.
a big-
What?
It was a big deal.
StarCraft Ghost? What?
Oh, the other pirate game that Microsoft had. It was like a Microsoft exclusive.
Sid Meier's?
No.
No. That's old. I don't know. I can't think of it offhand.
Powerful Shammy says Starfield is going to be Outer Wilds. I think it will be Outer
It-
Wilds meets, No Man's Sky.
Yeah, they're supposed to have like 1,000 worlds.
Well,
And then
yeah, but they
specific
crafted each
ones.
one.
Well,
Or each system.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Sea of Thieves.
Where is this card?
Sea of Thieves, that's correct. Yeah, Sea of Thieves.
Thank you for it.
Development of Skull and Bones started early 2013. 2013.
That doesn't really mean anything. It can take a long time to make
It was
a game.
introduced E3 2017
Mhm.
with the release date set for 2018. That then got
And in
missed the
between
mark
that
on
time,
that.
it
then
got
got-
changed.
pushed back to 2019.
Every pushback was a change. in
Then
the,
Skull and Bones was finally given a
game.
more concrete release window in 2023 or 2022 with 2023, and now
A little bit more.
2024 potentially.
How many? I would love to see every iteration. I would love to see every iteration of the GDD. I would be willing to bet that it was a completely different game first, and then this first time they pushed it back, they changed that game to meet something that came out that year, and then they pushed it again to meet something that came out 2 years
Yeah.
later because that was selling well, and then they pushed it again because that's no longer popular. They had to change it again. And they put too much money into it to cancel it.
Well, so yeah, how much money is into this game if they started development? Now, I don't, you're right. I've never made a game. I don't know what's starting development in 2023. Is that storyboarding? Is that art? Is that actual,
It'll be concept art. It'll be storyboarding. It'll be a GDD. A GDD is game design document. It will be the entire game typed up, all the stats, how everything will work to a T. How essentially you'll see like even UI stuff. Like the UI will work like this. You will click on this, and it'll open up a panel here. It'll open up at this point. It'll do this, this, and this with that panel. Every little thing, flow charts included. And you use that to pitch it.
But that's what I'm saying. The person that pitches this game to, hey, we want to fund it, should already have all that, right? Like this is
Right. When they push it back, they're changing the GDD because it's no longer what's selling. They have to
Right, no
rewrite
longer-
that and
yeah.
do it again.
Longer in development, the more trends you have to pick up on and drop the old, like you're saying. It's kind of a curse, like
You know what's
Star
funny?
Citizen type curse.
reading that and saying
Mhm.
the game was started development in 2013. And I said when I played it, it felt like a kid's game. It felt like a game from 2013.
Well, what you were playing was something based off of something that came out around then, or was at least pitched around then.
Right.
Sea of Thieves came out when? A couple of years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
4 years ago?
My son and his friends were playing Sea of Thieves. This was probably like a year ago. They were having fun. They would go on the island, pillage, then get in their boats and just go and try and find people to kill them online. It's just like screwing around, but it was like,
Right.
I mean, they were having fun. Like it actually kind of felt like a pirate game. They were stealing loot and then going and just trying to blow up other ships, I mean, anyways.
But it fits it. Certain age groups or player types will like it. So
It'll be fun for a while. I mean, so do you guys play Ark, or did you play Ark?
My
a little
son
bit.
played Ark. I never played it.
I played Ark, and it is fun if you have your own server.
Sure.
If you're on someone else's server and they build up a team, you got to be a cool kid or you're not going to be able to play.
Shin says, Aaron, that was probably the demographic
Yes,
they
you were.
were at the time.
Yeah,
they
you
will
were.
probably change the demographic they were shooting for as well as a few times for sure.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, they're not looking at like, oh, this game's going to be fun. They're looking at what is selling and how can we reuse these assets to sell something?
So that last article has been updated, and now there was an official post put out. Today, we'd like to share an update regarding our release date as we made the decision to delay Skull and Bones a little more. Most people are going to read that and just like start laughing. Like, I'll give us
like a year. A year is a little more.
Our determination and focus remains the same. Offer the best in-game experience possible to our players from day one. This extra time will help us in providing further polish and balancing to our game experience, following your feedback from previous tests. You know what they should do? They should go get Johnny Depp. That would get some serious...
Real Johnny Depp. Current age Johnny Depp.
Yes.
Bloated.
Like they can't...
Still looking like...
They can't...
With the guitar.
They can't get Captain Jack, right?
Marilyn Manson and Stowe.
Because they'd be sued by Disney, but they should be like, hey, can we hire him as like and make him something else?
Use him in a promo.
That character was developed between him and Keith Richards. He followed Keith Richards for like a while.
Keith Richards was his dad in the third movie, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
That was a thing because Keith Richards he followed Keith Richards.
Yes,
the
but
character
Disney
he is playing
for
is
sure,
Keith Richards.
But Disney for sure owns it. It's not Johnny Depp's. That's all.
Oh yeah. But he developed it.
Yeah.
With Keith. He followed Keith and says, I'm going to play you in a movie.
By the way, I would never
did.
watch a Pirates movie if Johnny Depp isn't in it. I'm just putting that out there because that would be... He is the movies. We also have an array of exciting content coming up on our social channels and ready to be shared with you. Starting tomorrow with our latest episode of The Deck. The Deck, you get it? Like the deck of the ship. You guys, I get it.
You got it.
Bringing new and exclusive gameplay footage focused on our game's lore. Nobody cares. Additional information regarding our new release date and up-and-coming test phases will be shared with you all very soon. So be sure to stay tuned and follow the conversation. They need to go get like Asmongold to like, hey, we need you to play this game and we need you to say nice things. And we've already wasted so much money at this point.
You can't pay Asmongold to say nice.
We've already.
He won't.
All right, go get Zizarin. No, not Zizarin. Go get Quinn. Quinn? Quit. Is that what's his name?
You could probably pay other people, but Asmongold would say exactly what he thought because he knows he could make more money off of saying that, like what he thinks.
Oh, you know who would?
Riker
would take it for sure.
Riker would do it in a heartbeat.
Arr.
Arr.
Yeah, Quinn. See, Eway knows. Riker here playing Skull and I bet Riker. Hello, everyone. This is Riker with another news update. Today we're playing Skull and Bones because my voice is naturally piratey. Oh,
you know what?
Got that,
I don't really know how to play this game. I'm going to have to put more time into it. Sorry.
All right. With that being said, I've got the trailer.
Oh, really?
The cinematic, the live, I don't even know what it is. For Skull and Bones. Move it to 4K trailer.
Society has rules.
It does look pretty.
I got a feeling this part is not in-game quality. You know?
Well, you're saying this isn't the engine?
Or what you're with.
Exactly.
But you,
I do like that. That's a really cool look, though.
you can
They
chart
need
a
to
new
focus
course.
on not the cartoony graphics. They really need to focus on realism.
This looks great. This actually looks like it's gameplay.
It's not.
That's not.
It's
Even
labeled
when
as the
death
cinematic
seems
trailer.
a certainty.
Okay.
Do not give up.
Him picking up that crate and hauling it looked like what you
On the
might
shores
get
of a
in.
new world,
Definitely not that.
you awake.
That'd
That
be
water
nice.
does not exist in game.
No. Maybe here.
More determined than ever to carve a life of your choice. Fighting under our own flag, we will take what's ours.
I mean, the lighting's fantastic. What engine is this? You guys know?
Probably not Unity.
You can do that.
Together, we will take on the world. Society may have rules, but today, you decide where you belong and what you're worth.
So he's not thrown off nice. Yeah. It's the right position. And the loop on his finger.
Now choose. Will you live as pawns or die as pirates?
Yeah.
Looks nice.
It's not UE5
And what
quality, and if it is, it's not using all the bells and whistles UE5 has. They have some really interesting ways to handle light and shade. But it looks nice.
I feel like you watched that and you're like, damn, this game looks awesome.
Well, I think it looks, the cinematic looks pretty. But Unity can do that. So
And then you're like, let's pull up some gameplay.
yeah, I would like to see the gameplay.
Oh, sure.
Mutiny against you. Deals that you can make.
That is not what we
In
just saw.
Skull and Bones,
No.
ships serve many different purposes.
Ooh.
Cargo ships are slower, but useful if
It
you
Not
want
doesn't
to
look
horrible,
bad.
but
large
yeah,
volumes.
it's just not as.
It doesn't
Navigation
look-
ships
doesn't have
sail
the same
faster,
sheen.
but have less cargo
Yeah,
space
it wasn't
and lower
rendered,
hull HP.
you know, for 10
Firepower
hours.
ships
Right.
have more gun ports, allowing you to deal higher damage, but are more challenging to maneuver. Similarly, you can craft a wide array of unique weapons and armors, from Greek fires to giant ballistae to rocket
Ooh,
launchers.
Sorry, they're both bad to get more
As
water.
well as different armor types, which have varying strengths
fire
and
is like-
weaknesses against incoming attacks. With your new fleet and
They're just
growing
showing you the
arsenal,
ships
create
moving.
a loadout based
Well,
on
is-
your
the water.
personal
Is
playstyle.
it
But at least
the
it's
big sail on
gameplay.
this?
Like, this is shows.
Yeah. The ship-to-ship battles and
Yeah.
what you would want to do, you know? Oh, that's cool.
From afar
Yeah, that's-
rewards
yeah,
you with only
okay. There
a
you go.
portion of their cargo, as some of it will be lost
Okay, here we go.
to the
Yeah.
depths. Getting in close
Player.
to execute a boarding maneuver will help maximize your gains. But beware, you
Wondering.
can turn from predator to prey in a heartbeat if you attract the unwanted attention of privateers,
Sea of Thieves?
the merciless pirate hunters that patrol the seas.
With-
If you enjoy
I don't know why.
Different
It
set of
doesn't
graphics?
interest me at all.
Well, because
I
you're
mean,
not
it-
into pirate combat.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into like sailing games and stuff like that, this might be fun, you know?
I'm into ship
Or
warfare.
Ship battle.
But like, I don't care about the lore. I don't care about the fetch quests. I don't care about going on the island to go kill 10 pigs for the dude that needs that's all in this game too. Like those.
Oh, I'm sure it
types of
is, and
things.
that's-
It's just, I'm sure it's Arc on the ocean.
That was the demo I played. It's
Yeah.
sail to this
oh yeah, that
pillar.
Yeah. We don't know if that's in it now because
sail to this pillar and guard the thing versus these
How
ships
long ago did you play, Aaron?
forever ago. I don't know.
yeah, we don't.
Well, they might have
This
added
game is
stuff.
not that game. They've changed it. You don't push it back and make no changes.
If this game was build your ship, go on the ocean. If you see another ship, you could kill it. You could ally with it. Like if they turned it into like a PvP guild kind of.
I'm sure that's in this, or
yeah.
will be.
No way. No, this game's going to be boring as hell. It's going to be to go kill 10 sharks and you got to sail around.
That's what it was, and that's probably why they pushed it back a year.
Probably like everybody hates it. I don't know what we're going to do.
It's Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, that would be more fun.
Well, I mean, it's a game.
Well, yeah, that's what you
If you
played,
like
Shin. But they pushed it back to change things. They're not pushing it back and not making any changes. Especially pushing it back a year. Because they're saying 2023, 2024. That 2024, you can just 2024.
Let's add these two things to the game. We need to add something.
Or let's change the game because everyone hated it.
Yeah, changing, adding.
Keep those assets we worked on, paid sub
I
companies
want to play
produce for us.
Age of Water. That I had to look it up because I couldn't remember the name of it.
I think I
Yes.
saw you doing that. Yeah, a long time ago.
So Aaron actually he's in a couple games and he's worked on one game. He has inspired items in multiple games.
Who, me? No.
Talking to JFF 44. Yes, he has.
No.
That's absolutely incorrect. Do not listen to him.
A pay-to-win game that I absolutely played. I haven't played it for over a year now. Probably maybe a couple of years. Was Crossout. Crossout's the build a car and then
Remember that?
Yeah.
so much fun. I still have it loaded. I loaded it on my new computer. Anyways, if you haven't played Crossout, it's basically
yes, they can, Shin.
it's basically Twisted Metal, for the newer age. Anyways, the developers of Crossout are going to have made this game. And this is what I think about as fun when it comes to the open sea.
That font, though.
That font is SpongeBob SquarePants. To answer, Shin says they can't make massively change within a year. They can omit entire scenes of the game. Also, they were probably co-developing other scenes that didn't make it to what you saw. So yeah, it can
This
be
is
changed
more like
drastically in a year.
Fortnite on water.
But you get to build
look.
your own ship and all your
Oh, yeah.
weapons.
Yeah. Fortnite.
It's 100% PvP.
Right. It's Fortnite in the water.
This, but with the realism of Skull and Bones. With that engine. Design your own ship, go out,
Right.
kill whoever you want.
I mean, do you design the ships in Skull and Bones?
Is
They,
that
sure you have
they
some.
said that, like, you get to pick. Do you want a gunship? Do you want a carrier ship? Do you want a...
Pound builder
Yeah.
on top of all of that?
I don't know.
Like
This
so
one right here, yeah.
I don't know if that's going to
That
because
trailer's
that's
like
the
3 years
combat things some people will like and the town building other people will like, but I don't like in Fallout. Did you guys like the town building or the actual Fallout?
Sure.
Because I hated the town building in Fallout. It was the worst part of the game for me in Fallout 4,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't do it.
I think I liked it.
So I
the building
like
part.
town builders, but I don't play Fallout to be playing a town builder.
Right. What's your focus in that game? It's more that you go for the action, build your character thing.
Yes. Yeah. Shin has the actual Fallout.
I should load Crossout and play that. What are you guys talking about? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
What?
Something about Fallout?
Why would you load Crossout?
What are you drinking? What is that?
Yeah.
Is that orange juice? Apple
yeah, it's
juice?
orange juice.
Apple juice?
It's apple juice. Shin says I didn't touch any of the settlement building at all.
None.
Correct. I did the bare minimum to get through the first quest that you have to like where they show it, and I
Right.
didn't touch it again.
I overbuilt the bases just to overbuild the bases, like rooms, and it wouldn't be all at once. I would go play the game, and when I didn't want to go out adventuring, I do the other end, building and stuff. I like building games though, so
To
kind of
finish
it wasn't the best building, but it wasn't
the podcast.
horrible.
Thinking of saving it for next week, but I'm not going.
Oh,
What are we moving on to?
what's happening?
Getting off Skull and Bones.
Hey, by the way, when I searched Age of Water, you could scroll down a little bit. Oh, what's this little video down here? Who made that? Huh? 2,200.
You're the only
views?
person that's ever talked about Age of Water.
That's true. I
Yeah,
was like, oh, top.
that was okay. Yeah, it was about 6 months. Yeah, half a year ago.
6 months. Actually, wasn't that long ago. Okay.
No.
Oh,
Powerful
it's not
Shammy says, if I
centered.
wanted a city better, I'll play Theo Town or City Skylines. City Skylines is good. Have you tried any of the new ones that have come out?
There's
Like
a lot.
Crate has a new one that's really good.
What's that one you guys you're so excited about? That one we watched.
I'm talking about it now.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
stupid one.
Oh, that's
killing me.
great.
What's it called?
you just-
Lightning
you-
Storm or something? It's
Oh, you're talking about a different game entirely. Against the Storm.
yes. That,
Oh, that
game.
one.
Against the Storm
game's-
I like it because it is trying to kill you the whole time.
Yeah,
But I was
it's-
actually talking about Crate's Town Builder.
Yeah,
Which is
the other one is
technically, but not
more
technically
rogue.
in the Grim Dawn universe.
As long as you're not talking about Farthest Frontier, I'm good.
Farthest Frontier is what I'm talking about, lady.
I know it is. That's
Hey,
what
you
I
got
just
the
wanted
grim
to
dark like atmosphere, character builds, like they look like they would live in the world. So yeah,
Before
mechanics are
the
pretty
Grim
good.
Dawn.
Oh gosh.
You get to see what the world was
Close
like.
out this podcast, we're approaching 90 minutes. Superfuse, isometric action RPG built for PC, not built for mobile, drops early access January 31st. So we are we're actually going to be able to play the online CT realm the 27th, 28th, 29th, and then 2 days later, we're going to get access to Superfuse.
Yes.
Now, this
That'll be
game
next
is
week.
an early in development. We're just getting the early access, and I know a lot of people
I liked it
are like,
quite a bit.
a lot of people are like, oh, like I'm done with early access games. They never release. They take forever. I'm waiting for the full launch.
What early access games have we been playing that did release?
I'm
None.
I know there's got to be one or
Maybe
two
there's one or
that
two.
you've played, but none of our main games that were in early access are currently near releasing. So
It's the
Endless
thing.
Even
Dungeon.
Baldur's Gate
Endless
3.
Dungeon is going to release soon.
Yes.
that endless is it? Yeah. What
That-
about?
Actually, they might be.
Is there
Honestly, they might be launching early access. To be honest, I don't know.
Right. That's what I was about to say. Like, they're going to launch, but will it be the full game? What about
They don't
was it,
say that much anymore because they always want to keep it in early
Yeah,
access.
at this point it's a sales gimmick.
Yeah.
What was the other game you streamed on Halloween? It was the sequel.
Darkest
Darkest
Dungeon
Dungeon.
2.
Darkest.
When is that? Is that still in early access?
I don't know.
I
That
don't
game is
think so.
awesome.
I don't think they did early access on that.
Let me see.
Why am I not
That's
excited for Superfuse? It's just
It is actually really good.
when you play like if you play Torchlight for 100 hours and you go and play Superfuse, you're gonna think
It's a
that you're
different
like
beast.
in
Yeah.
a like molasses. Like it is like
Oh, it is slow.
it is so slow.
But it's
compared to,
not
like,
a phone game.
But it's not a phone game. It's got a nice UI. It's got a great skill system.
Yeah, the
And
skill system's nice.
recently announced there's going to be 4 playable classes. We know about the mage, we know about the berserker, and now we
Right.
know about the technomancer. And this is
Which
going to
makes
be
sense.
the metal minion class.
And yeah.
You're like a spider looking.
Kind of looks
Doc
like
Ock.
something out of Warhammer, you know? Other than
Crawling,
the
yeah.
pink hair.
What Warhammer are you playing?
I think he just meant the.
arms.
Talking Necromunda?
The arms.
Yeah. the mechanical bits.
Superfuse looks like a mobile game made only for PC.
It just
Shammy,
has the.
you're biased.
Wow.
You're
The comic.
biased towards Torchlight.
Wow.
Your opinion doesn't matter.
I like
Dang.
the look.
Shots
'cause
fired.
it's-
Shots fired.
All right.
I like
your
your
Shammy,
opinion
font
I would
matters.
really like to have
Yes.
my Moto statue. Thank you. Tell your bosses that giving Guilty a Moto statue will up their sales.
Well, they didn't even make a Moto statue because they knew how
They could make
unpopular
one
the
to give to
class
Guilty.
was. They did make a Gemma, which they auctioned, and a Carino, which they chose to keep, probably because they're like, well, that's the best one.
And in the very near future, Guilty gets a Moto statue.
I'm gonna try and get. I'm
Keeping
gonna
up
reach
hope.
out to try and get that statue right after this podcast.
The Carino.
Go for it.
I know who can. I know who has the power to make that
Grim
decision.
John is the best, so saying it's way better is true.
I'm gonna try and get it.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Grim
new
John.
Superfuse class announced. And you know what? I'm gonna make the decision right now for Superfuse. I'm gonna play the minion class because I didn't do it for Torchlight, so I'm gonna do it for Superfuse. And maybe it'll be. Honestly, I'm just gonna play it because I've played the other two classes so much during
Right.
the demos that it'll be
The
nice
only one we didn't play.
to play something different. I'm giving mine to Guilty, so Aaron will be jealous. That's not
Thank
allowed.
you.
That's
Oh, it's allowed. I will DM you my address. Thank you.
it's not allowed. All right,
It'll go on the back here.
that's all we got.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Look at that. We perfectly planned and timed out this podcast. Guys, you're amazing. Nice job.
What happens after many podcasts?
It was weird having Daft wasn't here the last 2 weeks. He's like, you know what? I'm sick of you guys. So he's like, I'm going to take a break.
No, last week we started too early for him to be able to start. He was out not even near a computer.
He was making stir fry or something.
And the week before was the absolute wetness and storms going on that just made this place non-electrical for.
What was
long.
that? Was that what do you guys? You don't call them hurricanes. What do you guys get?
This was called they call it like an atmospheric river thing. So it's the amount of water. I looked it up because I hadn't heard that before, but it's basically there's so much water coming in constantly without stopping. If you look it up.
So you're telling me California is literally sinking?
No, but
California needs the water.
all like the reservoirs are all
All dry
stoked right
well,
now.
Not anymore.
No, not at all. They're all up 4 times what they were like 2 weeks ago. So in that sense,
think
it was
about
good.
this. How many feet of rain did you guys get?
Overall, I think it was over the 2 weeks. It was.
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up to be sure, and I'm guessing, but based off the amount of rain, I'd say like a couple of feet of just constant rain. It was just constantly raining hard, or just kind of drought, just drizzly out. A tree fell down in our backyard. Well, not our backyard, but our neighbors, and like crushed their gazebo, and that was insane because it was like a 40-foot tall pine.
That's not good.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, the one I shared in Discord. But they got that all cleaned up. But we were actually talking to that neighbor today because it's like the first day it's been nice out. And I looked over the fence at it, and his gazebo was built like a tank because this tree was so big, and when it hit it, where it hit it, it just wrecked it, but it held it. Like the gutter got thrown off, where it actually hit got all broken up a bit, and you could see some cracks right on those like the face wall that was our side where it just kind of compressed it. But it's set up, so that's it. That was pretty intense.
Well, luckily everything's normalized a little bit now.
Yes, it is.
Well,
That was
that's
nice.
good.
Yeah,
that is good. Shades is the game running better. Rich, didn't it Superfuse melt your 4090? It did. I'm really hoping
it had
that
some issues. Yeah,
all of the feedback I have bubbled up, and that everyone has bubbled up, and that the community has bubbled up, and everyone's saying that, hey, your computer literally peaks any computer to max resources. Hopefully they did some optimization.
Mine didn't do that, and I believe we had a few people running a similar rig to what I'm running that didn't do that too, because it was all red team.
I think a lot of it had to do with people trying to stream as well, and that extra resources really put it over the top.
Oh,
Yeah,
when I played the game,
Trying to do that. Yeah.
really weird. You play Superfuse, game runs perfect. You boot Superfuse with OBS or Streamlabs. There is something in that exchange where, it's like it melts. GPU at
That 4090.
100%.
No bueno.
4090 can't handle it. That's my baby right there. That's my baby.
correct.
That's my new baby. Okay, that's all we got. Thank you all for coming out. Daft, since you haven't been here, you get the final word. Oh, wait, no, not yet.
Oh, what's up?
Something important?
You guys are not in the Discord. Check out the Discord.
Yeah.
Just FYI, us, me, Daft and Guilty, move over to now our Patreon bonus hour. If you haven't checked out the Patreon, all the likes, all the shares, all the comments, all the views, totally need all that. Please don't stop on YouTube and Twitch. But if you want to take it one step further, check out the Patreon. As little as $1 a month. You get the bonus hour, you get the weekly blogs, you get into the VIP chat, you get the special title, you get extra wheel entries every single month. It's the best way to support me and the channel moving forward. Now we're done.
Okay.
Daft, you get the final word.
All right, guys. Nice to be back. Hope you guys have a good week coming up, and take care.